Hello students. Previously we have done the phenomenon of the atmospheric refraction. Today we are starting with the next topic, that is Tyndall effect. Now what is the meaning of the Tyndall effect? Tyndall effect is the scattering of light by the colloidal particles. We know that when the light travels, some particles are suspended in the light, okay, and when they travel through the air, okay, so we can see that particles, now these particles are visible due to the scattering of light, okay. Now if we see the simple phenomenon, if there is a dark room, okay, and through the dark room a hole is there through which the light is entering. Now when the light is entering, you can see that the particles, these are suspended in this light, okay. So when the light it is moving, you can see the pathway of the light, and along the pathway of the light you can see that the particles are visible. Now why these particles are visible? These particles are visible because these particles are scattering the light, and when these particles get scattered, you will able to see this particle. So you can see this phenomenon which is there, through which we can see the particles when the light is entering into a dark room. This process, it is known as Tyndall effect, okay. Now when you can see the Tyndall effect when the sunlight is entering through a dark room, or you can see when the sunlight is passing through the canopy of the forest, okay. You can see that when so many head trees of the, they are together, and when the light it is entering, okay, you can see when the so many trees are there, and when the light it is coming, okay, and in that light you can see the suspended particles, and that suspended particles are visible due to this process which is called as the Tyndall effect, okay. So Tyndall effect is the process of the scattering of the light by the colloidal particle, the particle which are suspended, okay. Now the next topic is here for the why the blue color of, why there is a blue color of the sky. Now we have studied that in the dispersion through a prism after refraction we got the 7 colors, that is called as a visible spectrum Vibgyor. We are getting visible spectrum, we have got, that is the Vibgyor, okay. Now if you see among this is this is having the, towards here it is having the shorter wavelength, and these colors they are having the higher wavelength, okay. So this concept we will be using here to understand the blue color of the sky, okay. Now if we see, the blue color has a shorter wavelength as compared to the red. The blue light is scattered more, the scattering will be more stronger in the case of the shorter wavelength as compared to the higher wavelength. So you can see, now one more concept you have to remember, sky, if we see, the particle size is in the, if you see the particle size of the sky, when the light is passing through a smaller particle size, and when the light is passing through a larger particle size, when it is passing through the smaller particle size, it is scattered towards the shorter wavelength, and when it is passes through a higher wavelength, it will scatter towards the, will get the almost equal scattering of all the light, of all the colors, okay. So you can see that the blue color, when the light is scattered, the blue color is scattered most, and due to scattering of the blue color, the sky appears blue, sorry. White color of the clouds, you can see when the light is, when the particles they get scattered, all the colors they are scattered equally. You can see that all the wavelength of the are almost equally scattered, and due to this equal scattering, the overall response which is coming, that will be the white color. And one more reason, since the clouds they are near to us, okay, you can see that when the light is striking to the white color, when the light is striking to the clouds they are having the larger particle size, and larger particle size they have tendency to scattered, they have tendency to scatter the equally all wavelength. So you can see that the, instead of the blue or the red color, the equal scattering, it is the white color, okay. So this is the phenomenon for the blue color of the sky and the white color of the clouds. Now the next, if we consider another topic, that is at the sunset and the sunrise, why the sun appear as the reddish in color. Okay, why it appear as the reddish in color? Okay, so we can understand it by one diagram is there. In this diagram you have to study that when the sun is, now this is the earth and we are making it a line parallel to the surface of the earth, which is called as the horizon. Now when the light is coming from the horizon, it has to cover a larger distance as compared to the near and when it is overhead. So when it is coming, the light it is traveling, what will happen? The blue color is scattered, the blue color of the shorter wavelength is scattered away, and which color will reaches to our eyes? The red color. Okay, so due to scattering of the blue light, only the red color is reached here, so we can see the reddish color of the sun near horizon. But again, if we consider the sun when it is overhead, when the sun it is at overhead, what happened? The overall response which is coming, the overall response of the scattering which is coming, that is the white color. Okay, because since it is the near to the surface of, that is a equal scattering of all the colors of the wavelength, so the overall response from which the scattering is coming, it appears as the white. Okay, so when the sun it is overhead, it is the white in color, but when the sun near the horizon, it is blue light. Okay, so it is the reddish in color. Why? Because the all the blue colors which is when the light it is coming till here, the scattered away, and the color which is reaching to us is the reddish color.